Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to the universe.
Guess I'm locked in. Looking for a piece of mind. I've been trying to redefine life. I can see the signs. Word is going to see me shine. Fighting for my soul, say, whipping fast, no brakes.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises goes to the Most High, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am Queen Ashe. Ever had a moment where reality didn't feel real? Like time skipped or something repeated itself just a little too perfectly? They call it a glitch in the matrix, a crack in the illusion, a moment where the veil slips. But what if it's not a mistake? What if it's a message? A reminder that what we see isn't all there, that we're moving through layers of energy, memory, and consciousness. I am Queen Ashe, and here we question everything, because sometimes the glitch isn't in the system, it's the system revealing itself.
So you know how they say you can jump timelines? I feel like I jumped timelines for the first time, or it may have happened before then, I don't know, but I know for sure in November of 2017 I jumped timelines, and I have proof. But before I show you the proof, let me give you the backstory. So I think it was like November the 24th, November 25th, something like that, of 2017. I went to go check on my kids, and I found my son in the bed, unconscious, foaming at the mouth. Literally freaked the fuck out. Grabbed my son, rushed to the hospital. Me and my sister were together. She drove me to the hospital. I'm just like rocking him, telling him, please, baby, breathe. He was breathing, but he was like struggling to breathe. So when he got to the hospital, they rushed him to the back. They couldn't figure out what was going on because they were not equipped to deal with children, which is crazy. How do you have a fucking emergency room that you're not equipped to deal with children? But anyway, so they just gave him a breathing tube and transferred him to USA in Mobile, Alabama, which is a children's hospital. It's an infirmary, but they have a children's hospital that's separate. So we get there. They get him like stable for the night, but he's still unconscious. Like that, he's medically unconscious. They put him unconscious because they couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. So when they figured out he was having seizures, they started to do some anti-seizure medicine to try to help get it under control. Well, they wound up getting it under control, but my son had an adult breathing tube in because the people in Gulfport didn't have a children's breathing tube. So the doctor told us the risk, and he was like, you know, if his throat swelled up, we'll just give him steroids. So I suggested giving him steroids before because I knew that his throat was going to swell up. I just felt it in my soul, and lo and behold, they pulled that motherfucker out, and his throat swelled up. So because they did not prevent him from having this, he started having complications from his throat closing and him not being able to breathe. Well, my son had a heart attack. My son had his lung collapsed. Like, they literally called my son the miracle child, the fact that he made it. But you know, mama was on it, praying, meditating. Like, I did everything. I used every tool I knew to bring my baby up out of there, and he made it. He is healthy now. He don't have any more issues with seizures. But it was crazy because he had never had any medical condition before then. So, you know, we wound up getting out the hospital. I started staying with my mom for the remainder of that month. We got out of the hospital like the end of December, right before Christmas. So I started staying with my mom, and by January, I had found me a place, moved in, and I was going through all of my old videos because I was doing YouTube videos at the time, and I was going through all of my old videos, and I ran across this collection of pictures. Now, when I used to do YouTube, before I would do YouTube on the floor in my bedroom, and my phone would randomly take pictures, like just randomly take spurts of pictures. Well, go to part 2. Okay, so part 2. So I'm going through my camera roll, and like I said, I see these pictures that my phone randomly took. Like, I didn't take these pictures myself. My phone literally was randomly taking, and it would always do this. It would always take random pictures of me. Even the phone I have now, it randomly does screenshots. Like, my phones be doing weird shit, and I know it's because I got a high energy. I get it. No biggie. I'm not tripping, and I have a lot of energy around me. But what happened, what I seen on the camera roll is what shocked me. So I'm gonna pull it up now, and I'm gonna let y'all see. I'm not gonna tell you what I saw, but I'm gonna let y'all see, and I'm gonna let y'all make y'all own determination on what the fuck happened. Okay, so you see this? Mind you, this was all taken within a 10, like, you know how they do shutter spurts? This was taking shutter spurts. As you see here, I'm here, here, here. I disappeared. And you see the background is still the same. This ain't no motherfucking Photoshop. When I saw this fucking picture, I was like, where the fuck did I go? Because I don't remember what the fuck happened. And all I can think and all I can assume is that I jumped timelines. I had to, because this was the night that I almost lost my son. And I did this, like, I was doing this video maybe like about an hour or two before all of this happened. Like, y'all fucking see this? How do you fucking explain that? How do you explain me disappearing in the midst of some shutter shots? And I've been like keeping this to myself for years, because how the fuck do I explain it? How do I explain that I fucking disappeared? And I don't know. And mind you, I always have supernatural stuff happen to me. Like, I got so many motherfucking stories of things that have happened to me that are just unexplainable. But this is the only thing that I have proof, like actual physical proof, like some fuck shit went on. Some fuck shit went on. But if y'all want to hear about some of the stuff that I've had to experience supernatural, let me know and I'll do some story times on that too. And then you know what also be upsetting me? I be telling people all the time, I do not look, like if you look at those pictures, I do not look the same. I look so much different than what I used to look. I literally am a whole different person. And people don't believe me. They be like, oh, well, you just aged. No, my whole fucking facial structure has changed. Like, I look like a different woman. I'm not, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it.
I'm from a different timeline, and I think I have proof. So a few days ago, I was going through a box of photos, and I found a photo that completely threw me off. It's a photo I'd never seen before, and it belonged to me. So back in whenever this was, it doesn't even have a date, so I can't even tell you. But apparently, I own this vehicle that's in this photo, and I can tell you for a fact that I only owned 2 vehicles when I was a teenager. 2 vehicles, and I got them very late in my teens. So I don't know where this came from, but I will tell you right now that my very first car was a 1984 Toyota Tercel, booger green, and I could tell you it didn't even have 5-speed. It wasn't 5-speed. It was a 4-speeder. And I swear to God, it had Bondo on the side, like when it cures red. It had Bondo on the side. It was a disaster. It didn't have air conditioner. It didn't have anything. This was in Miami. The other vehicle that I got after that was a Mazda MX-3. It was purple. It was in the shape of an egg. So I very much remember everybody making fun of me for having an egg, a purple egg. So where the fuck does this Mitsubishi Eclipse come from? And on the back, my mom's writing saying Carlos's first car, Royal Palm Place, Kendall, Florida. I've never owned this car. This was the car of my dreams. This was actually my friend's car, Chris, who I was super jealous of because I was stuck with a 1984 booger green car. Meanwhile, he was stuck with a 1998 Mitsubishi Eclipse. And this isn't my car. And I went a step further. I even asked friends that I grew up with that were in the same car club as me. The same car club. When I had my Mazda MX-3, people who knew me when I had just gotten it, when I had just switched over from the Tercel to the MX-3, and this is what they said. So here's the conversation after I sent him the photos, my buddy that I've known for over 3 decades. And I told him like, hey, do you remember me owning this car? He said, wow, I sort of remember you driving this car. I think you took it to the Redlands when we went racing, but I don't know if it was your first car. I never owned this car. I never owned this car. I've never owned this car. And then he goes on to say, brings back memories of my purple mobile, the Purple Eclipse. He never owned a Purple Eclipse. He owned a silver one. He owned a silver one because I remember that we were joking about putting flames on the side of it one day in an empty parking lot with all the other people that we hung out with. I even asked another friend of mine that I grew up with that was in our same group, hey, do you remember what my first car was? Because he was a big car guy. And he goes, I don't, but I think it was the Eclipse. What? You too? What? I go on to show him, like, and I even describe, like, the 84 booger green Tercel that I have, and he goes, I don't remember that. Looks like you swapped timelines. And then he says, I do so every 10 years or so. What is going on?
Alright, y'all, we're gonna have a quick story time because I was supposed to tell y'all this when it happened, but yeah, let's just get to it. This literally happened a few days ago, too. So, me and my sister went to the hospital for her appointment, and just keep this in mind. You gotta take the elevator, and there's 3 stories in the hospital. So, we go to floor 2, and we've been in this hospital our whole lives, literally, so we know, like, where everything is. So, after the appointment, we getting ready to go, so we get back on the elevator, and we press floor 1. Mind you, y'all know that little light in the elevators that says, like, 2 dropping to floor 1 or whatever? It literally said we was dropping to floor 1. And we looking at it and it says floor 1, so we get off. When we get off the elevator, I'm not even joking, like, everything just changed. And what I mean by that, it's like the hospital looked fake. It just looked like a straight wall. Kind of like, y'all know when people talk about them back rooms or whatever? That's what it looked like. And then me and my sister looking around like, where are we? And we look up, there's a sign that says floor 2. Mind you, on floor 2, there's rooms you can go in, like in the hospital. You can go right here and open the door, go right here, open the door. There's literally nothing. God can strike me down if I'm lying. So while we looking around, it's like 3 nurses just appear out of nowhere, and we're like, they almost look like NPCs, and they didn't acknowledge us, didn't look at us, nothing. It's literally like they didn't even see us, like we were invisible or something. So they get on the elevator beside us, and I don't know if they're going up or down, but they just get on the elevator. So me and my sister, I was like, hey bro, let's try to go, like, cause like the whole world shifted, everything felt fake. So we get back on the elevator and she presses floor 1 again. But this time we actually go to floor 1 and like the whole world just like came back to normal. Literally right when we got off, we looking at each other like, what just happened? Like my heart dropped. We was both paranoid. We didn't know what was going on. And she was like, that's a glitch in the Matrix. I said, you is not lying, bro. Like that. Oh my God. I don't even know how to feel. See, look, I was scared. And in a way I still am. And then I posted it, what happened on my private story on Snapchat, and there was multiple people saying the same thing had happened to them. So I was like, bro, what? So yeah, I went home and told my family, yada yada yada. And even my grandma said at another hospital where I'm at, she used to work at, the same weird stuff will go on there. I don't know though, that's the weirdest thing that ever done happened in my life. So yeah, that right there did it for me, and I'm gonna probably switch hospitals after that.
I just had the craziest shit happen to me. I was posting a video on my Instagram stories, and my reflection is doing something different than I'm doing in the video. Here's me talking on camera. Here's me in the reflection of the mirror doing something different. Let me show you the video. Look at this. Look at my reflection and look at me. My reflection is staying still while I'm clearly moving. And it's even more trippy because in my reflection, it looks like I am clearly head down, looking down, okay? My head is not looking down there, just like slightly, but not all the way like that. Second, in the reflection, I am standing in front of my painting, but in this, I'm not standing in front of my painting. It looks like I'm standing straight in front of the painting, where here I am standing at an angle. What the hell? This was so trippy. When I saw it, I kept playing it over and over and over, and everybody that I've shown it to keeps playing it over and over because they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah. Somebody asked me, what does this mean? It means that all realities are happening at once, okay? You guys know that I have a ton of glitches in the Matrix that happen to me all the time, and every time I post about it, everybody's like, you're crazy, it's this, it's that, it's this and that. Y'all are gonna keep finding excuses. I don't care. Live a boring, logical life. I'm having a fun life over here. This happened right before I went out to dinner. And tell me why at dinner, it just so happened that I got a menu where the appetizer that I usually get that's $9.90 said $6.75. I'm sorry, what? And it was an up-to-date menu because it had the February specials on it, and it's only February 3rd. So when the check came and it said $9.90, I said, hey, your menu says $6.75. 2 people came over and were so confused. They don't understand how it happened, but guess what? They had to honor it. We're timeline jumping, we're portal jumping. A lot of people will tell you, don't put a mirror facing another mirror because it creates portals. Yeah, that's why I do it. I do it on purpose because I want to portal jump all the time. Clearly, some glitch happened here right before I went to dinner that made me the lucky winner of $3 off my appetizer randomly because of a typo on a menu that nobody else in the restaurant had. Just me. just me. What is going on, y'all? We are shifting timelines and realities like crazy. Portal jumping, timeline jumping, quantum jumping every single second of every day. This right here is a clear example. What a cool time to be alive. The fact that we can literally witness this happen because the veil is gone. Guys, we are in a simulation and I just got proof. And I don't usually do videos like this, but I literally just got proof. I can't even talk. This just happened right now and I'm gonna show you proof. My heart is beating a million miles a minute. Okay, so I just finished breakfast, right? Mind you, I'm sitting here by myself and I fell back to sleep after I woke up to go to my morning workout, right? And as I'm eating breakfast, I'm thinking to myself, dude, why was I so exhausted? I went to bed at a decent time for me not to be that exhausted. Why did I fall back asleep? So, you know, it's late morning now. Like I wanted to get up, you know, and be up by 5:30, 6 o'clock. Then it dawned on me, oh, that's right. We just added a medication to my regimen to help with anxiety. That it's like a bedtime thing. It's a very low dose. And I remember that I took it around 9 p.m., around 9, 10 p.m. And I thought to myself, that might be what it is, right? That I'm taking it too late. So it's like, it's making me groggy or it's making me tired, even though it's not. Anyways, that's the point. So I go, let me put a reminder for earlier in the evening to take it, okay? Guys, I'm gonna show you proof of this. So I'm sitting here eating breakfast, watching videos, right? And I go, hey, you know her name? I go, set a daily alarm for 7 p.m. That's all I say, right? She comes back and says to me, and I'm gonna show you the proof. She says, a 7 p.m. alarm for your anxiety pill has been set. I didn't say what the alarm was for. I didn't even say it out loud. This was all internal dialogue that I was having. No one is here. I'm going to freaking show you, because the thing came up at the top. Look. So like I said, I was watching videos. So I was watching this lady's video about, you know, the gossip, whatever. And look at what it says. Look at that. Now, look at how, and one can say, oh, you Photoshop that. Watch this. So this photo, for some reason, I had to crop it because when it's big, you can't see the top, but watch this. Look at the Siri bubble right here. Because she just spoke it to me. I have never been one to really like feed into those type of things. But if that isn't proof that we're in a simulation, if that isn't proof that these things are reading our minds, that just blew my mind. I don't know.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Set a daily alarm for 7 p.m.
I turned on your anxiety pill PM alarm at 7 p.m. starting today.
Stomach Girl, Charnix, Red Rum Beef. I got it all, y'all. I done went and read and watched and everything else.
Weirdest thing just happened to me. I did this puzzle back at home in Jersey before I moved to the city. I wanted to frame it as decor because look how beautiful she is. It took me days to finish, mostly because a large portion is like one color. And once I finished, I realized there was one piece missing. Like, of course, I searched high and low for this piece. I looked in every crack, crevice, crease in my room to find this missing piece, but she was nowhere to be found. So I realized it might be like a manufacturing issue. But I framed it anyway because I decided to use it as a metaphor. Life is never complete. There's always room for growth and perfection is never the goal. The other night I left my apartment for a bit and then when I came back I tossed my keys on my bed and when I picked them up the missing piece was under my keys. I was like, what? I was perplexed. Like I thought this was a glitch in the Matrix, parallel universe, timeline jumping, whatever. I was like, I did this puzzle in a completely different state. How does it appear beneath my keys in New York after all that moving, everything? I just don't understand it. I'm so happy and excited that I can finally finish this, but like what the heck? I need to know if anyone else has experienced any glitch in the Matrix things. So let me know your stories because I'm genuinely curious about this topic.
A man that goes by the name of Big Daddy Vio 1037 on Facebook captured something really strange during the solar eclipse that happened recently. Check this out.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, please don't think I'm crazy. I promise you I'm not. Well, not totally crazy anyway. So, it's currently 3:05 in the morning, and scrolling through other people's videos, ADD, and I was watching videos of the eclipse, and I saw this.
Emotional right now. Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna play it again. What was that? I'm gonna zoom in more and slow it down this time. What was that? If it was a solar flare, why did it come straight out of the moon? Why does it look like a window opening up? Why is there smoke coming out? Again, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. Maybe I'm crazy, but that looked really weird. And I'm searching up and I don't see anybody talking about it, like nobody saw it.
Listen.
So yeah, look.
Listen to this. I'm gonna respond.
I promise I believe that me and my kids jumped a timeline. Cause look, y'all.
Listen.
I know y'all wondering why I'm laying in the hospital bed wearing the snake brace, right? So look, I was driving, coming from Walmart, me and my kids. And when I tell y'all, I take this same road in the same way every time. Like even my daughters said the same thing, y'all. I looked down at my phone, and my daughter, she was already on her phone, playing her game or whatever she was doing on her cell phone. But I looked down, y'all, at my phone. I wasn't even looking down that long. I cannot make this up, y'all. I had looked down at my phone. I can't even really remember what I looked down at my phone to do. So I don't even know if it's I jumped the timeline or went in a different dimension or what it was. But look, y'all, I looked down at my phone. I kid y'all not. When I look back up from looking at my phone, me and my kids was somewhere else, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. I don't even know what to call it right now. I don't even know what it is right now. I'm still in the shock, right? So look, y'all, when I look up, me and my kids, when I look up first.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
And the first thing I'll say is, where the fuck am I at? Like, I didn't even recognize where I was at. I was not where I was just at before I looked at my phone, y'all. I promise y'all, I was somewhere else. Like, I can't even breathe right now. It's like really freaking me out, right?
As you can see, her name is SS Diamond if you want to go watch the whole video. It's a long video. Goes on to talk about that she tries to go back home. She's rear-ended. Even the people were confused. They figured from my understanding that she came out of nowhere. And I can't say if she's telling the truth or not. But if she is telling the truth, I'm going to tell you why it's not far-fetched biblically. There are portals you can't see with your naked eye all around us, including in space as well. When you go to the book of Acts and you take a look at Philip, God utilized one of these to take Philip away. Philip was ministering to somebody. And when he was finished, notice what it says. When he was done baptizing him, when they came out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord snatched Philip away. The eunuch never saw him again, but went his way rejoicing. Meanwhile, Philip found himself farther north at the town Azotus. There he preached the gospel. The Holy Spirit literally snatched Philip away, transferred him to another town supernaturally. There are highways in the spirit. Who knows? It could be something more dangerous that could have hit her, and God could have snatched her away for that, or could have been the enemy. Nevertheless, if she's telling the truth, it's not far-fetched. It's biblical. You can hit follow for more as always. Now, if you want to learn more about quantum physics from a biblical perspective about these things that you just saw, what the Bible says about it, how it coincides with quantum physics, as well as heaven, what heaven looks like, the cuisine in heaven, a lot of mystery surrounding the spirit realm, This class is for you that I'm doing this month. Believe me, you do not want to miss it. It is going to be deep. If you want me to email 3 days of these teachings, read below the topics to you at the end of the month, go to my profile page and click that link in my bio. It'll take you to the page to sign up. Or if you're on YouTube, you could click the link in my bio on there as well. It's a pre-recorded class. It is not live. It's yours once you get it to watch forever, anytime you want, at your convenience, as long as YouTube is up and running. See you there.